Open your mind.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. So whether people are getting prepared or not, prepping back food and things, prepping for the inevitable basically, I don't think a lot of people are on board with that yet. But what I am starting to notice is a lot of pushback towards the government. I think people have finally had enough. I think a vast majority of people are actually pushing back and saying no. You know, you had all the devastation that went on in Maui in Hawaii, and the people there pretty much are standing up, you know, calling out the government for all their BS, not helping and things. And then of course you had the governor of New Mexico trying to take everybody's Second Amendment away because of a little bit of violence that happened, and people said no to that as well. So I am starting to see a little bit of pushback. Like I said, I wish I was seeing more people actually get prepared for things. But people are pushing back. People have had enough and they're actually standing up. Now I wanted to read a little bit of an article that was in it's called the City Centennial here in Tulsa, Oklahoma area. I want to read this little article. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I found it rather interesting on what I'm talking about here. It says, Tulsa Mayor Bynum flubs the COVID question. It was a simple question, really. When will the city make right with small businesses, churches, and citizens harmed by the unscientific and now proven unjustified lockdown during the COVID pandemic? Bynum's answer by email was, the COVID mitigation practices you describe have not been proven unjustified. Obviously, Tulsa Mayor is not paying attention to science, but to public health authorities eager to exert control over the lives of Tulsans. How should ignorance be corrected? And like I said, this article goes on. I'm not going to read it all, but in a nutshell, they're basically saying, you know, it's pretty much proven at this point, masks do nothing. Even the N95 mask that everybody claims helps, they're saying now that doesn't even do anything. And it also goes on to talk about how lockdowns aren't helping anybody. They're actually causing more harm with everyone. So people are standing up here, even in Oklahoma. I'm actually appalled that even this sort of thing is going on in Oklahoma, but people are standing up, and that's great. But you need to be getting prepared. And I know a lot of you guys watching this are probably getting prepared, but man, you need to up your game. And if you're just working with a few weeks worth of food, a month's worth of food, you know, you need to be piling that stuff back as much as humanly possible. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about up in Chicago now, the government wanting to get involved with the grocery stores, basically taxpayer funded grocery stores, because they can't seem to keep any stores around. And I wonder why, when they're being robbed blind by millions of dollars worth of merchandise on a daily basis. And now the solution all of a sudden is to get government involved, like always. And it seems in the past, you know, we're doomed to repeat history. And I've never seen a good case in the past where the government has control of food. It actually usually ends very, very badly. So like I said, you know, up your game on this stuff. I don't like spending the amount of money I spend on food either. But even with the cost of everything, even as expensive as everything is, I'm in overdrive right now. And for all of you people out there that are perfectly physically capable of working more to make a little bit of extra money, a side hustle, a side job, whatever it may be, and I know people are strapped, you need to be getting on that right now, because let me tell you, inflation's not going away. It's only going to get worse. Times are getting rougher, and now with all this pushback against the government, all the craziness going on in the world, it seems like event after event going on. Man, it's only a matter of time before something serious happens, and you think it's hard to survive now, you think it's hard to feed yourself now, it's going to get a lot worse. You know, I worked 75 hours last week, exhausted, completely exhausted, but I did it so I would have extra money to put things back. So today I ordered a lot of essentials, some more rice and things, some sides and stuff, some dried meat. I got a good sale at Mountain House. I got half off some meat over there. So you got to look for the deals, put this stuff back. My money doesn't go to much else, honestly, other than prepping at this point. We're running out of time, and I just want to encourage everybody out there that's not taking this completely seriously. You have to be able to see what's on the horizon here. It's only getting worse by the day, and it's getting ridiculous to try to feed yourself. I know that, but you need to be taking this seriously and putting back whatever it is possibly that you can back extra for when times get hard. And I'm not saying you got to go all gourmet. You know, I try to eat healthy. I try to buy organic things if I can. But honestly, this point in the game, I'm just trying to feed my family. And if that means us eating a little bit of garbage here and there, so be it. I don't know about you, but I don't have tons of money to buy everything organic and non-GMO. And, you know, I try to do the best I can with what I have. But at this point, I'm just putting food back because I'd rather eat some stuff that's fairly unhealthy as opposed to starve to death. So you should be up in your game. You know, cheap things you can pursue and buy. You know, mac and cheese for one. I don't even know how many boxes of that. You know, buckets of rice, buckets of beans, you know, powdered butter, powdered milk, canned goods, you name it. You know, I'm not just talking long-term here, I'm talking everything. Canned green beans, canned corn, long-term storage, short-term storage. You know, buy some Mylar bags, put stuff in that, because it's only getting more expensive and it's not going to go unused. I mean, you have to eat, right? So you find things that you and your family like and you make those things. And that's what we do with the stuff we have. You know, I have some stuff put back that we don't touch, but it's, you know, it's for when we can't eat. And right now, while I'm capable, I tend to buy things more that we like, but it's going to come to a point when you're just going to want food in your stomach. So at this point, put things back that you know you and your family will eat, regardless of how gourmet it is, and just keep putting back, man. You know, now that the weather's cooling off, I'm going to do some more pressure canning videos. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. It's very time consuming shooting that type of video, but now that the weather's cooling off, I'm going to shoot a video soon here and show you guys how to pressure can meat, because it comes in handy and we use it constantly. We're just now finishing up eating meat that we canned back 3 years ago, and it's still fine, nothing wrong with it. And it's a lot cheaper than buying a lot of this freeze-dried food and stuff. Not that I don't have some of that around, but you got to diversify and buy a little bit of everything. And I know times are hard and it's easier said than done, but you got to work hard for it and put that stuff back, because you don't have much time left. God bless y'all, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.